Most of the time, the children guide the leading outside and they make the learning happen. So it's a great thing to have an idea about where you might want the learning to go, but to be really open to what is happening outside that day, what's happening with the weather, the animals or the plants in the environment. What kind of birds do we see on the pond? Canada geese? Oh, here comes more. Do you think they're gonna land on our pond? Look, look, look. Oh, you think they're drinking the water where it's open there? Yeah. Let them lead, and if you just try it a few times, I think teachers will notice that that's what happens and feel increasingly comfortable with going out with a flexible plan and not feeling like you have to be in control of everything that will happen that day. The children were really excited about the ice in the little creek, and they were excited about trying to break through it and all of the water underneath of it and sliding on it. We also decided to add the provocation of asking them to look for seeds, which we've done before. So they were collecting cattails and all kinds of other seeds. What are you finding? What's inside the cattails? Fur and seeds. They have a little mouse that they like to check out in the culvert.
We made a nest for you!
Maybe they'll like the soft fluff from the cattails for making a nest.
We also enjoyed the snow this morning. Thank goodness, finally we had some snow. So the children were loving sliding down the hill and pretending that they were penguins, doing the penguin slide.
All of the rolling and climbing and sliding and figuring out how to move their body is giving them strength in different muscle areas. It's gross motor development that they really can't get inside. And even outside in the summertime, it's a different experience than it is with snow when it's slippery and they have to lift their feet to walk through the snow. So there was lots of good muscle development happening this morning. We know that imaginative play is wonderful for children inside and out.
Baby, you're too little to play outside. Yeah, it's raining.
And they pretend that they're birds or bunny rabbits or cheetahs or bald eagles.
We can't go outside, it's raining. We have to dress up first. Okay.
And they take on roles of different family members.
Are you the knight? No. King. You're a king. 3 kings? 3 kings in this kingdom? Yeah.
So we brought out a variety of activities, and so they've had a chance to explore all kinds of different coloring in the snow. That's a wonderful thing about winter that we can't do when we don't have snow. So adding spraying in the snow or painting in the snow creates a chance for ephemeral art that's really big and bright and beautiful, and then it melts away, and that's okay with them. They also were having fun with some sand toys in the snow and experimenting with whether the snow would pack or not. It's not warm enough today for it to pack, so they found that out pretty quickly and moved on to some other things.
I feel like when we're outside, there's a sense of freedom that you don't have when you're indoors. Certainly, safety is number one when we're heading outdoors. Very seldom do we actually ever walk in a straight line, except for when we're needing to line up to do a head count. Instead, the children were encouraged to branch out, make their own discoveries. Ideally, we try to be like an owl, so we're first observing, and then waiting, and then listening, and trying to see what it is that they're talking about and what they're discovering before we come in and pounce with our own agenda. We just try to follow what their lead is, and whatever it seems to be that they're talking about, that's then the kind of question that I choose to extend their learning.
We could pretend that we're birds and find our own place to stand. There was one child in our class who, at the beginning of JK, would stand by the door and wait to go inside, and now he asks to go outside, and he says, I used to be afraid of nature, and now I'm a tree hugger.
To walk on fresh fallen snow.